And we are now live. Breaking news, everybody. Andrew Luck has retired, and so has the Popeyes chicken sandwich. That's the biggest news so far. We're
Uh,
doing another live stream for the Fantasy Couch podcast. Of course, I'm Hussein the Brain, and we're joined with Mike Matal, and we're gonna run through this pretty quick, but we have a juicy episode tonight. Would you
it's gonna be awesome.
you would agree? Okay.
I would agree it's as juicy as a Popeye's chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
which I haven't had, but you have.
So we're gonna talk about that, but first, let's talk about Andrew Luck. So, as soon as the Andrew Luck news broke, Sleeper app froze, and I didn't know what was going on. Everyone was in shock, and all the experts, fantasy analysts, went on YouTube and went on live and went and did videos about it right away. It took me a bit of time, but I did it that same day. I went live that night. I went live on Instagram and Facebook simultaneously. And what we did was I pointed the camera at my rankings and we updated the rankings for every position. And it affected every single position almost except defense. And I was actually planning on changing my defense, but I already had pretty extreme. So it changed the kicker, changed the quarterback, changed tight end, everything. So for those of you that didn't see my Facebook live, didn't see the replay, or my Instagram live, didn't see the replay on there, let's do a really quick recap for those of you that do listen to the podcast. What effect does this Andrew Luck retirement have? Pretty much the team is not that good anymore. It's Jacoby Brissett is around, let me see, I think I have him QB 25. So everyone's obsessed with, like, I got a bunch of Jacoby Brissett questions, and I don't know why. I mean, he's another quarterback. Yes, QB 25 on my rankings. No big deal, guys. Nothing to see here. Move it along. Right? It's just the brisket. We've had it before.
It's not that good.
It's not that good.
Spoiler alert.
It's not amazing. Yeah.
It's a little dry. Could use more seasoning.
T.Y. Hilton, I never was high on him, but it's a good pick in the third round. Now he's a fifth rounder to me. I don't like him too much, so he takes a huge hit. And with that being said, though, you may be able to get him at good value if he does fall to late round 5 in some leagues. Take him, but overall consensus is everyone's still high on the Colts, and it's just kind of done. Well, you'll see, guys. The quarterback position matters more than people think, and the whole team will get taken down because you go from Luck to Brissett. All of a sudden, the O-line's not looking as good. T.Y. Hilton's not looking as good. Ebron's not looking as good.
They might go winless. It's possible. I'm just
Well,
saying.
I doubt
The morale,
that.
I mean, just saying the morale of the team is probably so low right now. And I just feel like there's a chance that they might struggle a lot,
Winless is one of those
team.
things where, like, even when the Browns went winless, like, they deserved to probably win 3 games that year. So on top of sucking and the morale and everything, you have to kind of get unlucky too. It's pretty difficult to go 0-16 because you're going to have a home game where the other team's banged up and tired, and it's like that game should be pretty easy, but man,
Well, let's just say
happen.
over under 4 games. What do you say?
No, I don't think they'll be that bad. I just think that playoffs will be tough to make. So pretty much people think, they might still make playoffs. I think,
really?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what, this is what people are telling me. So
Ooh.
everybody, man, everyone who
I
hits
just
me
don't
up,
see Jacoby Brissett leading the Colts to the playoffs.
like 4 wins,
I just don't see.
I haven't, like, seven wins, 8 wins. That's how down I am on them. 4 wins is
I
possible.
was thinking like 4.
4. So basically,
Yeah.
they'll get their chance to draft another Andrew Luck next
Oh
year.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely think that's possible.
Who's the other quarterback? Do you know other than Tua coming out? Starts with an
Well,
H. Top 5.
Oh,
something.
there's Justin Herbert
Yes,
from
him.
Oregon.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they'll have a. So you're saying they'll have a shot at a
they
Tua or
will have a
Herbert?
shot.
Okay.
Yes, or maybe even Jalen Hurts if he performs well this year at Oklahoma. So he's one to watch.
And then Ebron was always been a bust of mine, so now he's totally undraftable. Paris Campbell, Deion Kane, Funchess, those guys are completely irrelevant now. So you see where this is going. I don't think many people can disagree with me here. Like,
What about Doyle though?
now,
So I have Doyle, and then I dropped him because of the news,
yeah.
but I'm not sure if that was a good idea.
So now brings me to my other two players that I didn't talk about, which is Marlon Mack, who I honestly can't remember if I kept him exactly the same or dropped him 2 spots. We're going back and forth, and I think I dropped him, but he's still ranked higher. Right now I have him +3 ahead of the consensus and +1 ahead of ADP. So Mack gets only a slight decrease in value, so he still should be good at the end of round 3. If he falls to round 4, go ahead and snag Marlon Mack. And Jack Doyle, I had him pretty low because just like he's always hurt, and I just just a lot of question marks. So he actually stays about the same. Never really had him high, and Brissett may target him more. We saw that they had a couple good games a couple years ago when Luck was out. So Doyle remains about the same, but I was never like that high on him, and he was your tight end 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't draft him as the tight end 1.
So what does this do to Angelo's 5th round pick, Nyheim Hines, though?
Nyheim Hines goes from a 5th round pick to a 500th round pick. I mean, it looked like a genius pick at first, but no, that was a horrible pick, and now he basically lost.
That was worse.
He lost the league now. It was who would draft? He went it just to make it more funny and more polarizing, like more extreme, like a quirky comedy. He went Nyheim Hines round 5 in the Couch League, and then Austin Eckler round 6, which is just like I guarantee Eckler scores more than Hines, no matter what, even if Melvin Gordon plays. That's how bad it is. Like, my God,
that was his own pick. Like he had he had that on his own rankings. That's so funny.
Somebody says, Mr. Lott says, "Oh, it's Guisi time, boys."
I love that. I love that caught on.
Yeah, I love that we have our own lingo and whatnot. And people are commenting, Guisi.
That's hilarious.
So
I love
Guisi.
that. We need to make Guisi shirts. That's
a tight.
That's what that means.
Should we get a cartoon Geis and then put like a mustache on, Mario mustache on him, and then Gui and then C?
Yes.
Let's do it. I know one person's gonna buy it. That's the guy who drafted him.
I know more than one person.
Dang.
I know at least 10 people.
Guisi.
It's funny.
Speaking of Guisi, guys, we have like one podcast per year where we do like this motivational thing. But it's not as corny, but just a quick story here. I did the auction draft. Who tuned into the live stream of the auction draft? We did a subscriber league, 12-team auction draft. It was one of the most successful live streams we had, even though I know it sucked as far as the personality. I tried to warn people in the beginning.
I was surprised. I was like, this is boring. But then like people watched it.
Yeah,
like,
people were into it because I think, and 2 people complained right after you told me, Mike, you're like, you need to talk more. And 2 people complained, but then one person replied back and was like, thanks for responding. Like, I totally understand. People do grasp the level of concentration and that it is a money league, and there's just really not a lot of room to talk. Like, I did very well, but I completely missed Marvin Jones getting drafted. I looked and I was like, oh crap, I didn't even see Marvin Jones get drafted. I mean, if you look at the chat or you go on one tangent for one sentence,
it's that fast.
You will miss a bit. I mean, it goes going once, going twice,
true.
And then boom, like, and it's that Mark Ingram went for like $6. And so it's like, this is with me concentrating. Like, maybe I should have bid at least 7,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's because it's value. Like, you can't ignore that. Yeah. Even though I don't like.
So you missed that.
Even though that's when I was concentrating. Wow. So it's like when you're going on like one tangent for 5 seconds, you will miss one player. Like that's exact amount of time. It says going once, going twice. So people like made fun of, it said that, but it's a different video, whatnot. And now I just went on tangent. Have no idea what the heck I was talking about with yes. So I did the auction draft. It was a lot of concentration. I barely made it through, but I did. Incredible live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the computer say going once, going twice a million times. Chris is in the chat. He was part of the league. I think we all had fun. It was incredible. I mean, when you put money on it, it's totally different than doing a mock draft. It's so boring doing an auction mock, but when there's $50 buy-in, it makes it very interesting. And I was like, I'm hungry. I was like, what am I gonna eat? Like, I worked up my appetite. I want to do a little celebration. Just had a live stream. Just had my first auction money league draft, and I was like, got to get me a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Wow,
I love Popeyes. All right. I screamed it at the end of the live stream. You guys heard me when I was walking, getting a drink, and I was like, we're getting Popeyes. Go to Popeyes. There's a line that's longer than just around, bends around 2 corners. Waited in Popeyes for over 40 minutes.
Wow.
In the drive-thru. Now wait, it's still not like we're still waiting, but then it took 40 minutes just for me to see this sign that says August 25th, no sandwiches.
Which was the day that you went.
Yeah, that was it. So okay. No sandwiches that day. Everyone's like sad and everyone's like screaming and this and that. You can hear people screaming in the drive-thru and stuff.
I saw a video of someone jumping through the drive-thru window because they ran out of sandwiches.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a true story.
It was crazy. So I now that I'm just thinking of it now, I think the shouting was one of the cars ahead of us, the SUV ahead of us. Was able to get one or something. I don't know, but I didn't process that. I just heard a bunch of people screaming, and I was like, dude, I want to go back home. So we're in the line 40 minutes. I haven't even ordered yet. So, I mean, this is like an hour or over hour long was the whole ordeal. I go there, and I said, look, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Watch. And I just kindly asked, I was like, hey, is there any way I can get some chicken sandwiches? And then she whispered quietly. She was like, yeah, I think we have some. And I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like, let me get 3 then. Just I didn't know they were big. And she was like, regular or crispy? I was like, crispy, please. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, got it. I don't think they didn't even make it right. Like, but I still loved it. It was amazing. I think those were for the employees. And Charles says that sandwich is absolutely amazing. Yes, it was not what I thought just because I didn't do a lot of research on it. I mean, it was really like a homemade, big slab, robust, like throwing it down, angry, like that type of super grub sandwich. This is not a 5-star restaurant. Like, here you go, sweetie, I made your... No, this is slabbing. Get to work, go practice your sports, whatever. Go run out there, auntie making it or grandmama making it, like that type of just big sandwich. It was just juicy, greasy.
Paula Deen made it.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
No. And it's super greasy, no worries about cholesterol. Presentation, throw that out the window. Customer service, always the worst at Popeyes. So about hour, it took about hour 5, hour 15, and I start eating it. I just have like this moment, like into my second sandwich. By the way, 1 sandwich is a good enough portion for 1 person. So I'm at the second sandwich, and I just pause, and I'm like, wow, 3-hour auction draft. 20 minutes grades, 1 hour, 15 minutes in the drive-thru. I was like, I just loved it. It was just the moment of satisfaction. I loved the sandwich. It was amazing. Now they don't have it anymore. It sucks.
Yeah, so I just want to say, first of all, that this is not an ad. We are not getting paid by Popeyes. This is just our real account of what has been happening. I tried to go to Popeyes. I went in there, and I went in line. And then I saw the signs in the front. I saw the signs like you, and then you told me like
I coached you, right? I tried to coach you, like the 15 seconds into the helmet in the NFL.
Yeah. I called upstairs. I'm like, what do I do? And then you're like, just ask anyway. And it's funny because like I get to the front, and then I'm like, hey, like, do you guys have any sandwiches? Like, no, I casually pretend to order the number 10. Which is the one with the chicken sandwich combo. I was like, can I get number 10? And then she's like, we have no chicken sandwiches. I'm like, all right, well, are you sure? Like, any in the back? And then she's like, no, they're gonna discontinue it, I heard. And then she
Ah.
and then she announces, this is the crazy part. So she announces to everyone, like, everyone, if you're waiting in line, because there was a long line for the chicken sandwich, we're out and we don't have any. And like only two people left, I think, but everyone else stayed. Like even I stayed and got like a meal. So what they're doing is genius marketing, and we can all learn. The lesson is you don't get what you don't ask for, which worked for Brain. It could have worked for me, but
You
at
were a
least it
day
worked for you.
late, is all. I
Day
think you
late,
would have
yeah.
got it if you went one day earlier.
I agree.
There should be a
Lesson
little
learned.
clip you post from your live stream tomorrow. It could, but I think I think we have like 5 clips, so we'll see if Mike's up for the task. He's the clip man now.
I only got one in me, guys. So
No, you
it's
can
either
do it.
chicken
You can do it.
sandwiches
You can do at
or
least 2. I think you could
yeah,
do 2.
probably,
We'll
maybe.
see. We don't know if we're gonna break up these positions, but we're gonna go over late round targets. So we're gonna hold off the questions until after we want to run through this. But just really quick, Ryan asked Chris Godwin thoughts, and someone's talking top 15. You guys already know I love Chris Godwin. I have him ranked right here on my rankings. What is it, 16 or 15? I have him ranked 14.
Wow.
Wide receiver 14. Take him in round 4. 100 receptions this year. I'm all in. I love Chris Godwin. Evans is safer, but you might be able to get Chris Godwin for better value.
I'm all in on him as well. I think he'll be a PPR beast, and he's gonna take that leap this year into breakout territory. So
Where's the
get your Chris Garden.
Where's the
Go ahead.
super chat button at? We just hit 1K subs, and I totally forgot I did, but I did actually submit monetization, and it says it's under review. I don't know the process because we did it so long ago on the other channel, so I don't know. It needs to get approved. But I do appreciate you at least trying to give a super chat, and hopefully,
Thank you guys.
yeah, hopefully we'll get it up soon. So we're gonna get into our late round targets. I just did a video, took me well over 20 hours to do it. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. 2019 fantasy football sleepers and busts. Go check out that video on the main channel. We're just gonna focus on what to do on the late round. Hopefully, Mike, did you bring any new players? Hopefully.
I added one on here that I'm very passionate about. So
Okay, I don't see it on our notes, but
I'll show you. I'll highlight it real quick right here.
oh, okay, good one. Good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
All right, well.
Oh no, actually two.
Thank
These two.
God, because I don't want it to be the
Yeah.
same exact thing as the other video.
I got you.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we're going to each try to give about 1 or 2 per position, starting with quarterback. I'm going to kick it off with Mitch Trubisky. I already know Mike's going to agree with me 100% here.
Oh, yeah.
5th pick of the 13th round is his ADP. If you're in a deep league, I love getting this guy as your solo quarterback, as your QB1, ready to go in a 16-teamer or 20-team league. That's like my ideal target. If he can improve his consistency, he will be good. Matt Nagy is the truth. This offense is the truth. And this O-line is pretty good. We've seen him kind of, like after the first 3-4 weeks, we've seen him kind of play good. Then he went a little bit inconsistent. So let's see what he does with, I mean, the man is so young and so inexperienced. I feel like this is really might be like his second true year in the league if you count his college and the first year being under John Fox.
Oh, I'm a big Mitch fan. I think that Trubisky has all the weapons around him to succeed. He now has a good young running back in David Montgomery. I just think he's going to be more comfortable, and he has a great defense to back him up. He's generally going undrafted, so that's just great value for Mitch. But I really like on this list is Lamar Jackson. In one of my leagues that drafted like early, like 2 weeks ago, he was the last pick of the draft in like a 16-round, 10-team league. But now he's all the way, ADP's all the way up to 9. So he's shooting up draft boards with his, rushing ability, which was on display in the preseason. But along that vein, I think what you have in round 13, Josh Allen is just a great value. He's also going undrafted. His rushing ability is elite level. I think he had the most, I think he was like the best fantasy quarterback the last 4 games or something like that last season. I don't know if that's right, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But he was good. He got better at the end of the season. And his current ADP at 13 is just like, I think, tremendous value. You can grab him and start him for the entire season.
Yeah, he had about 3.5 like excellent on fire games. Josh Allen, do not take him as your quarterback one, even in a deep league. That's just how I feel about him. But he's an excellent QB two. Now, one guy, let's go to running backs. One late round running back that I'm absolutely obsessed with is Devin Singletary. The problem is I sometimes can't get him because he's even going in round 8, which totally pisses me off. Yeah, I'm just, I'm drafting with experts and stuff, and they're just high on him as well. Man, Jadeveon Clowney is probably going to get traded. He's holding out, and he said somebody told me he doesn't want to go to the Dolphins because it's a bad team. So he wants to go to the Eagles, but the Eagles can't afford him with the salary cap. I just don't see how that's even possible. They just paid Wentz, and they were already one of the worst salary cap teams. So I'm thinking he's going to go to the Seahawks or the Bills. And if he goes to the Bills, oh man, and Shady gets traded, I'm going to love that scenario. I'm going to rub it in all these YouTube comment haters' faces. That's my one pick right there. I might go with another one, but I'll see what you think.
About Singletary, I think, yeah, he's going to be the starter, sooner rather than later. I think he has too much upside. He only has to beat 2 old has-been running backs in Shady and Frank Gore.
Sounds like two Jeremy picks.
Yeah, it can't be that hard to beat them out. You know what I mean? So I'm with you on that. And I'm really high on the next guy you got here, Alexander Mattison.
Oh, that's
I just got him off waivers. I don't know how that this league I'm in let me get him. I just think that, obviously with Delvin Cook's injury history, this guy is, he could be a workhorse back. And they invested a high draft capital in him. The Vikings did. He had a great career at Boise State. He's a physical runner, but he can also, hit the home run. So I think he's going to be a great value pick in the 11th round and later.
Yeah, I'm with you on Alexander Mattison. He is got the safety and the upside. So the safety is 7 to 9 touches minimum per game, and then the upside is if Dalvin gets hurt. And I didn't want to leave off. Well, I don't know. I got Justice Hill here, but I actually let me talk about. I want to stick to the one more player, just Damian Harris. I think Belichick is trying to showcase Michelle as trade bait here.
Ooh.
Because I find myself, everyone's like, I drafted Michelle, or I got Michelle for, $9 in auction. Like, what do you think? And I was like, man, Michelle's a beast, but he has no cartilage in the knees, and he might get hurt. And so I'm like, trade him after he has 3 good games. And I'm like, man, maybe Belichick's thinking of doing that. Might be next year. But if he gets traded, just think about how good Damian Harris is going to be. If Damian Harris can pass pro, and if he can play well, learn the system, sky is the limit. So Damian Harris, incredible in Dynasty, and maybe take a late round flyer because all these guys are getting hot. You like Darwin. Darwin Thompson is not a sleeper anymore. He went from round 14 2 weeks ago and now being drafted in round 8, guys.
Wow, that's a huge league.
Incredible. Yeah. So this is a sleeper that has no hype around him. Damian Harris has 0 hype. So that is why I like him. He'll go undrafted. You can get him around 14. Just one of those guys. Wait and see. When the bye weeks hit, it might suck having him on the bench. But when the NFL trade deadline's around, maybe Belichick trades him this year. We shall see. Moving on to wide receivers. My favorite late-round wide receiver is Devontae Parker. I know this guy has let us all down. He's basically a joke around fantasy circles. But look at this. Brashard Perriman's kind of reviving his career on the Bucs. And Josh Doxson's might get cut. And there's just all these other guys, that we always talk about. Kind of like Devontae Parker. But Parker has actually played really well when he's played. So other than injuries and Adam Gase hating him, he gets a fresh start with a new coach. Let's see what he can do. I love picks like Devontae Parker where you can just add him and it's not going to be on your conscience if you drop him week 4 or even week 1. You can drop him super easy. I love those type of picks. He can easily be the number one wide receiver on the Dolphins. I just heard Kenny Stills might be on the bubble.
Yeah, I heard that too, that he may be on the way out. But I got two guys that I'm targeting in rounds 12 and 13. The first one is Texans wide receiver Kiki Kuti. Now, Kuti, I mean, the Texans with the Colts out of the picture, I think the Texans have the best chance of winning their division. As you know, their second wide receiver after DeAndre Hopkins is Will Fuller, who's never completed a full season. So if Will Fuller gets injured, which there's a high probability he will, Kutibi instantly becomes the second man, after D Hop, and there's gonna be a lot of targets coming this way. Getting that type of player with his talent in round 12 is a steal, great value right there. And this guy in round 13 ADP that I drafted in the Couch League is Mecole Hardman. Now, this guy is a speedster out of Georgia. He's a rookie, but on tape, everything I've seen of him, he's explosive. I think he's just going to add another layer to take the top off the defense in Kansas City. He's definitely going to be used in different formations by Andy Reid, and he's definitely going to be a useful weapon for Patrick Mahomes. Get this kid in round 13. He's going to be a star.
Yeah, I like the Mecole Hardman one. I got Kiki Cutie, and I'm just not with this Duke Johnson trade. I'm just not as high on him, and he does have an injury. I don't know if he's gonna play week 1. I don't think he is, which could make him more of a sleeper because I bet his stock keeps dropping and dropping and dropping.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. His value is just like the potential for where he's being drafted is like, it's good.
And Metcalf, he might play week 1, guys. So I think Metcalf's going to have to be a starter. Really, I'm actually not that concerned with him except for his injuries. He has a lot of injury history. So if he can stay healthy, I do have high hopes for DK Metcalf. Let's see if he is able to play week 1. He has a lot of time to recover. Moving on to tight ends. My favorite late round tight end, and I'm just stick to the super late rounds, is Dallas Goedert. When you have a tight end that has some kind of upside to be a top 3 tight end, if Ertz were to go down, this option is very appealing. He will have just a little bit of standalone value, but come on, Ertz, he hasn't been that healthy his entire career. If he gets hurt, you got Goedert. A lot of people say he's going to be a top 10 tight end. I think it could be top 3 tight end with Ertz, with the Ertz injury that might be looming.
That's a good one. I think that he's definitely going to emerge this season and be an impact player for the Eagles. The guy I like on this list is TJ Hawkinson. Now, he comes from the same tight end factory as George Kittle, which is Iowa. And I think he can definitely be another impact tight end in that mold. He does pretty much everything that you ask a tight end to do. He's in a high-powered offense, with the Lions. He's a good quarterback with Matthew Stafford. So I think, generally rookie tight ends don't make an impact in fantasy. But I think if there's one guy that can buck that trend, it's Hawkinson.
Yeah, and Jack Attack says I like Andrews or Hawkinson. And Andrews is definitely on our list. He's on our sleepers list. It's just that he's going very early in some leagues. He's actually going all over the place. So we took him round 16, believe it or not, in the Throne League. But Drew took him in like round 7 or 8.
Reach.
Yeah, that was crazy. He took him super early. It was like right after you drafted Njoku round 8. And so he got him at 8.12, I assume, if not 9.1. So he drafted him super early. So he's going all over the place. But Goedert is going undrafted in a lot of 12-team leagues, and that's why I wanted to definitely talk about him. Well, we'll answer a little bit of questions, but we're going to end the audio podcast right here for you audio listeners. Make sure you guys are subscribed to both YouTube channels, and that's where we do our mock drafts. We're going to do one mock draft here, and that's on the Fantasy Couch podcast channel. We love mock drafting and mock drafting with you guys. That's what you guys want, so we're going to be doing it. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the audio podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple, the whole shebang. Please leave a review. It does help out. Peace. All right, guys, we're going to do a sleeper.
Woo! The real fun begins.
Let me do 3 claps to see if the audio looks. We tried that. It never worked, but
Never.
so it just
won't
looks like a
work
bunch of
again.
crap.
Yeah.
We'll
It
see.
won't work again.
It won't work. All right.
It still won't
Going
work.
to post the sleeper link, guys. Where is this?
On the Google Doc.
Okay. Oh yeah. But no, they changed their ready, guys? Set, go.
Oh boy.
They changed the layout.
I know.
That's
looks
why
a
I couldn't
little,
find
weird
anything.
now. Like dark.
Yeah, I love the dark theme, but I already had it dark, so I was like, I don't know.
It looks strange. Stranger Things.
The torn ACLs. My God, this is... Wow, that filled up fast.
Whoa! You guys are excited to draft. I dig it.
Begin.
I like it. I'm just gonna say that.
I wish they had a 40-second option here. That would make it so good. Look at these guys drafting fast. It's almost over.
I'm just gonna go without any guide.
Yeah, Sleeper crashed because the news just broke and everyone just went crazy.
The luck news.
Yeah.
You thought it was a fake. Thought it was fake.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I was
you got
pretty
sick?
shocked.
You love it. 6th overall. Wow. I love that.
I'm thinking I should be able to get a top 7 wide receiver in the next round, so.
Yeah. And then you go to draft Pollard early, so that's cool.
Not super early, but yeah, I'm going to definitely target him. I'm not going to let him slip through my fingers like you did the Popeye's chicken and Pollard undrafted.
Well, I just can't wait till he signs so I can give people the middle finger on that.
Well, if he doesn't, I got a lot of Pollard stock, so I like that.
If he doesn't, ooh, this is crazy right here. I'm just gonna do crazy things right here.
Oh, they keep hounding you. Mike, obviously Mike doesn't want to do it. He's not up for it. They want to do it. They want you to commit.
You should know me by now.
They want you to commish a auction
That's
league.
not what I do.
Why don't you want to do it?
I just don't.
Well, you don't. Wait. How about if someone else commissioned it?
If someone else did it, I might do it, but I don't want to be in more than 4 leagues. Like I can't.
But you were dying to do auction leagues.
I know, but now that I'm involved, it's like it's a headache. It's just too many leagues.
He doesn't want to do it, guys.
I want to do it like live. First of all, I think that'd be better.
What do you mean live?
Like with a live, like league auction.
What do you mean in person? What do you mean live?
In person, yeah, in person is what I mean.
So you're gonna have an auctioneer?
Yes, that's what I ideally want to do. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. But I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to be the commissioner.
Auctioneer. That's a lot of work, dude.
If you can do it, if I can be in it without being the commissioner, I might consider it more seriously. Just for the experience. But I'll probably regret it. All right, so I got Julio and Michael Thomas with the 10th and 11th picks respectively. I wanted to gain some experience at the bookend of the draft. So I'm going heavy wide receiver.
Mayo, you should be thankful you got in an auction league with me, so let's not get too greedy here, huh?
Did someone leave? So who was in the second? There's someone left. Or what is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The second person, oh, okay, never mind. I guess something happened. It was a glitch. It's fine.
Refresh your screen if something's looking
I know,
weird.
I did.
Okay.
It's fine.
Brain can commission.
It's fine.
Oh no, I'm not commissioning any more leagues.
See,
No,
guys,
never.
No one wants to do that. I don't want to be the Roger Goodell of an auction league. Like that's not.
I've done a lot of leagues and stuff. I'm not doing that.
It's fine. You shouldn't. Like I feel like that's a waste of.
And the guy who's asking was already in it. So
yeah, it's like, come on. Come on. Ooh, I know what you're gonna do. It's so obvious.
Oh, there's no draft button. Come on.
You don't even need one now. You just press the plus.
Yeah, but I clicked on the name
Mm.
and then I didn't see
Ah, that's what I wanted. Damn, I can never get Kittle in any like situation.
it.
Sucks.
Well, I got a running back that's holding out, so I wanted to definitely get a
Oh, Josh
RB.
Jacobs. Ooh, wait, I can. Mm, what do I do that? I'm like thinking about this now. All right, I'm gonna do this.
Mitch Trubisky or Tom Brady long term? I don't understand. You mean for the season? That's a good question because Tom Brady's looking decent with the Josh Gordon bag.
Wait, what was the question?
Mitch Trubisky or Tom Brady long term? I don't get why you
I
added the long
think
term.
Mitch Trubisky. I don't think that Tom. I just don't see it.
Well, I
I think
got
he's gonna
Trubisky
regret
ahead of Brady on my rankings, but it's close.
it. Is it though?
I mean, when you talking about quarterbacks, there's just so many. There's so many of them. I mean,
Yeah,
I have Trubisky ranked super high, so just saying like it's not like
I'm just down on
so.
Brady this year. I think he's gonna have one of his worst years. He's human, bro. Like he's old. Like he has the least amount of weapons he's ever had. I mean, I don't know what else you need to say, but ooh, I love my team right now. Julio, Michael Thomas, Damian Williams, and Zach Ertz. Nasty.
Everyone's making fun of your team.
That's fine.
Wow,
I
wow,
win.
Brain.
I
What
have
is
six
Mike
championships.
doing? I don't know. He's got only one running back. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't need to.
Doesn't look like a great. You got to admit these mocks we do are very competitive with these guys.
I don't know. I like my
Well,
team.
I've seen your 10-team money league draft where you just dominated. Like so, no, these
Well,
guys.
I mean, I have a pedigree of winning. So if anyone wants to play in our leagues, let us know.
They won't be able to get in. It's a first come first serve. It's tough,
Yeah. I
toughy,
mean, like
toughy.
just the fact that alone we've been playing for over 10 years, like you can't question that experience at this point.
Some of our followers been playing for longer, but rarely.
Well, I'll challenge any one of them. Let's do a heads up, FanDuel, something, or a sleeper.
Mike always thinks he's the best, no matter how bad. Mike's leaning towards the F_ grade.
Well, I have a lot of success to go from. Let's see. Has any listeners out there have six championships?
6 championships, anybody?
I'm just curious.
Should I trade Saquon, Marv Jones, and DJ Moore for Julio, Adams, and Thielen?
Wait, what was that again?
That's a weird trade. I've never heard of such a trade. Should I trade basically Saquon and 2 throwaway players essentially?
Saquon and 2 throwaway players for who?
It's because it's such a big trade. They're not throwaway, but Saquon, Marvin Jones, and DJ Moore is what this guy has. Should he trade those 3 for Julio, Devontae Adams, and Thielen?
I mean, if you have trash wide receivers,
I would just, without knowing your team, I would just lean towards no, because I assume your running backs are going to look really bad if you do trade Saquon. Now, if you somehow lucked out and got 3 running backs in the first 5 rounds, then I would consider it, but I'm leaning towards no, man. You're going to need running backs.
yeah, you are, and it's good to have the best one. So yeah, no one got 6, huh? That's what I thought.
Oh, Sebastian has 5.
That's what I thought. Again,
Kevin
proving
has
my
5. Would have been 6, but I'm not gonna read the rest. No,
doesn't
he's
matter.
good. He
The
said
point is,
point
no
6.
one has 6, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Ooh, I like that Miles Sanders pick. Cooper Cup. Okay. Ooh, Brain's turn.
With a little bit different tight end than I usually do. They got rid of the. I'm always scared they'll bring that thing back where it yells. What?
That means you did like a horrible pick. It's like when you draft Kareem Hunt in the 8th.
Dude, it's like it's so annoying it does that, and I sometimes it's a good pick, but I think they took that. They keep updating it.
That is true.
What pick would you like in a 10-team league? It doesn't really matter. I just have a different approach. I have a different perspective of just like, no matter what pick I get, I go with the strategy and I just dominate and
I
I'm
like
fine
7
with
and
it.
9 personally. That's where I've had the most success.
Are you doing
7.
squad QL this year? If they pay me,
You hear that, Squad QL?
they usually approach me and give me sponsorship, dude. It's an easy one, you know. It's a free app. Well, actually, now I think it's paid now,
Send the bag.
or it's free for like 3 days. That's what it is. It's free for like 3 or 7 days.
Chick-fil-A, if you're out there, we'll say that you have the best chicken sandwiches
Oh my!
for the right price.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that.
Everyone has a price, Brain. Everyone has a price.
I mean, if they give me chicken sandwiches, I ate Chick-fil-A today.
What if they were like, we'll give you $1,000 to say,
And some Chick-fil-A. Got to throw in some
and
Chick-fil-A.
10 and a gift card for 10
Come on.
Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's
It's not
a
that
done deal,
bad.
right?
I mean, it's
That's a done deal, right? Like,
Chick-fil-A is like my number
right.
2 anyway. I don't hate it. All right, my God.
who are you gonna pick? You know what's funny that people say like Damian Williams is a committee? Yeah, he's in a committee in the best offense in the NFL.
You should still get a bulk
So-
of the carries.
It's like, but it's like that's like a dumb like argument, like to not draft him. Like committee.
Kamara's in a committee.
everyone's in a committee except for Nick Chubb. He's literally the only one not in a committee. So
Saquon's not in a committee.
okay, Saquon and Nick Chubb, those two people are not in a committee. Out of all the running backs. So what's your point?
Yeah, Kamara's in a committee is what's
Yeah, Kamara's in a committee.
scary.
Connor's in a committee. Who else is in a committee?
Oh, the YouTube comments seem to disagree with that. Big time.
Philip Lindsay's in a committee. The list goes on.
Trade Brandon Cooks for Thielen? Yeah, no brainer for me, man. Adam Thielen's better. Go get Thielen.
Really?
Yeah.
Do that? Okay.
Easy.
I didn't know. Sorry,
You
man.
sniped my puke Johnson. Hey, how do you get Amar? How do you get in all these mock drafts? This guy's a fast one.
Ooh, I like this.
He's
one.
fast. He gets in
Ooh.
all of them.
Ooh, here I got my handcuff.
Hyde will
And
get the
then-
snaps. We have a comedian, folks.
And then I got your handcuff.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't care. It's
I
round
know,
8.
but
I had to. You wasted the 8th rounder on him.
It's cool. I'm cool now with my running backs.
Guys, that Popeye sandwich was amazing. It was extra greasy, but Felissimo. It was great. It was a greasy.
It's extra greasy.
Extra greasy.
Did you get it spicy or was it regular?
It's, like I said, it's spicy. But they honestly did not make it the right way. There's no pickles.
You know what I'm gonna do just because like I'm upset and I didn't get one. I'm gonna go to KFC and get one.
Ah,
and then
KFC.
pretend it's the same. That's all
You
good.
gotta, I don't know, because theirs is more big. Like, you gotta put the camera down low and beat it up a bit and get a Popeyes wrapper. Put
It
a,
can't be that much different.
what are you
Like,
talking
you
about?
know?
I just ate it. It's great. You haven't ate
But
it.
have you had a KFC chicken sandwich?
Yeah, I don't like KFC.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna make myself. The mind's powerful, people. You can make anything
just
whatever you want it to be.
just go the healthy route and don't get a fried chicken sandwich.
No, I want it. After all that, I want it. I'm getting it.
That's like drafting Kareem Hunt and calling him Nick Chubb.
I'm getting
Is
that
that the
sandwich,
same thing?
and I'm pretending that it is the same. Cause I'm never getting a Popeye chicken sandwich.
Don't say that, dude. You
No,
can get
I
one.
literally cannot. Like,
They'll bring it back
it's
for sure.
discontinued. No, it's not, dude.
Why wouldn't they bring it back?
Because the demand is too high and it stresses out all the workers, and the demand for the chicken is it's thrown out of whack.
That sounds like the best problem to have if you're a restaurant. Restaurants are closing
because
left.
there's
and right.
logistical problems that you don't know about that like make everyone's lives more stressful. When all they have to do is say, "We don't have the chicken sandwich anymore," and then people just stay and they just order anyway. So I mean, it's just
A
perfect
couple
for them.
people left the line, and I just
Two
felt,
people.
I just felt so good when I got mine, and like, you know, people were just like, most people stayed and ordered a regular chicken.
I ordered a 5-piece meal and like 2 sides. Like I was getting chicken.
I don't even eat the regular chicken. I love the tenders. I love all the sides. The sides are amazing.
Sides are
I
amazing.
love the chicken tenders with the barbecue sauce.
But here's my thing. Can't they just allocate like other chicken meat to like this to the sandwiches, you
I don't
know?
know enough about
Like
it.
instead of
It's
making
different
tenders,
though.
use the tender meat to make the chicken sandwich meat. I don't know.
Yeah, but you
Is
still
that
have
crazy?
people going crazy in the parking lots and stuff. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
I think they'll bring it back. That's my guess. From what I've learned in business, they'll bring it back, and it'll be people will be talking about it just like it was, you know, day one, and that should be the plan. That's what you should strive for.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, Popeyes is a great sandwich.
Robert, one keeper, 10-team PPR. My best player is Chubb, so not keeping anyone.
Oh.
Wait, why don't you keep him? I don't understand.
Or is he saying he can only keep Chubb?
No, his best player is Chubb, so he's not keeping anybody.
He's not keeping.
I'm third pick and likely to get 8th best player. Adams and Hopkins will go, thinking Thomas. You agree with that selection? I would just keep Chubb. I don't know. Because you can seem like you can get a wide receiver. I don't understand that. Like, Chubb's not that bad. Because Chubb's your keeper. You might keep him the net following year, too.
I agree.
Hopefully you can get, like, a Juju or a Tyreek Hill, Odell, someone like that. Even Mike Evans. Hopefully you can get them round 2.
Ooh, I like this. Curtis Samuel. Mm-hmm. Oh, my team's good. Everybody.
Why you draft Darwin Thompson that early? You know this is a 10-team league.
I needed my handcuff.
Oh, to Damien? My
Yeah.
good, Mr. Team Handcuff here.
Well, that's what happens when people snipe your handcuffs. I'm fine with. I think Darwin Thompson's gonna be good. I don't care where his ADP is. I just think if you like him and you know he's gonna be good, get him. Like he's there.
Andre from Brazil. Brain, will you do some IDP drafts? I don't know. I do plan to collab with Joey from the IDP guys for another video. But I don't, and that's why I'm gonna collab with him, because I wanted to do a video, and he was helping me with it. And I was like, you know what, dude, you're good on camera. It doesn't feel genuine for someone like me who's been out of the IDP game for 10 years. And so I'd rather just collab with you and have you answer my questions, coming from a true IDP enthusiast and expert. So I don't really want to do an IDP mock or draft without somebody with some kind of IDP knowledge. Because if someone asks me a question, I'm just going to be like, hey, what do you guys think? Because you guys know more than me. I don't know anything more. Oh, I saw my guy, and he's not taken. Where are you at? Home skillet.
Do you, though? Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, there's that sound effect.
Damn it. That's who I was queuing up for the next round. Good times, my friends.
I was right about to queue up Sanders.
I know, right? Yep. I'm glad that we do these. Like, actually, I feel like it took my game to another level. I was like super prepared for most of my drafts. So I think I might win 2 this year. I'm very confident.
These mocks, I'm
wrong.
telling you, are more competitive than most of my money leagues and whatnot, because all these guys are, they're really prepared. They really want to do this. They're not messing around. Because you have the casual fantasy fan that just never does any research or anything. They might print out my cheat sheet last minute. Because I do get messages like, hey, do you have a cheat sheet this year? Like, yeah, I mean, I've been having it for 3 months. It's been out.
Yeah.
But they're, the casual fans, they won't do it. And that's fine. But these people that we're mock drafting with are not the casual fans. They're listening to this podcast. They're live streaming. They're active. And most of them are on the East Coast, doing this at 11 p.m. And they got to wake up the next day. They're far from the casual fan.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring a lot of competition and really help us out. Like most of these mocks have been really competitive. They've been really tough.
I agree. Definitely agree.
I'm going to reach here. I like this guy. I'm going to go for it. Actually, no.
Ooh, pivot.
Pivot. I'm going to go with JJ.
I like that.
Wow.
JJ. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Please don't get sniped.
Some
Please don't get
reporter
sniped.
from ESPN said he expects Melvin Gordon to play week 1, but it just sounds like some dude's opinion without backing it up. Maybe he knows something and can't say it, but at this point, to me, that just means nothing. I haven't heard anything.
I think he'll play by week 3. That's my prediction.
So he'll cave in and sign the $10 million, you think?
Something's gonna happen by week 3. That's all I can say.
Well, he's not playing for $5 million. Like, he's not going to do that.
Of course not. But I think they'll eventually come to some compromise. Either, he accepts a lesser deal or, but I definitely think that they're signing
He's
him.
been offered a $10 million deal, which isn't that bad.
Yeah, but you never know. Like, maybe he's like, okay, 10.5, let's do it. Like, but,
Yeah.
so hopefully.
Andre says, I saw the IDP with Joey the Tooth. It was cool. The league I play here in Brazil is IDP. I already won 2, but I did not know what I was doing sometimes. Just let to take IDP in. Oh, I think he's trying to say he took IDP players at the end of the draft, I think.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't understand his last sentence. I think that's what he meant.
Okay. I'm with that. Yeah. Justice Hill. So you're big on Justice Hill. I had a hard decision to make. I had to drop Darwin Thompson I had to drop Justice Hill to pick up Darwin Thompson, but the only reason why I had to do it just because of the offense, like the opportunity.
Well, Justice Hill, Darwin Thompson could be like a Philip Lindsay. I'll put it like that. And that Philip Lindsay was on the Broncos, so you can't really resist that. I love Justice Hill, but look at Darwin's ADP is round 8, so I mean you gotta that's crazy. Like you gotta buy that late. Like that doesn't even make any sense. Like,
no, he went undrafted. I picked him up off waivers. I had to put in a waiver claim, but I got him. but I had to drop Justice Hill. Is what I'm saying. Wow. But that's the type of decisions a good player, fantasy player has to make. It's tough decisions, but you got to pull the trigger sometimes and drop a talented young rookie that could be good in Justice Hill for the upside of a Darwin Thompson.
Okay, so we gotta go Google Geist Baby, and then look at the first T-shirt.
Oh boy, can't wait
Let's do something exciting here.
So
Let's design this T-shirt. Me and Mike designed so many shirts.
Yeah, I love it. Cool. So Geist Baby.
Geist Baby.
Oh my, this is hideous.
Not good. We need something better.
I mean, no, it's hideously good. Like, yeah.
Okay, and so we take an image like that and then put a GUI on one side and a C on the other.
I like the Mario theme, like super greasy. Like, it's a me, greasy.
So maybe we can use font from Super Mario Brothers 3 or something.
And then can you put his face onto Mario's body and then put the mustache over him? And then have him jumping out of a pipe with a come on,
it's
man.
greasy.
It's a me. Go
well, you made a lot of the designs from at least the groundwork. You did a lot of those, so
I'm an artist.
Yeah,
so
I mean it makes that's what you
yeah.
and then you just leave and and then I do all the hard work.
yeah. But I mean the idea.
Is it is a big part for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had to learn the marketing was actually the hard part that we sucked at, and we lost a lot of money with the first shirts.
That is true.
Guys, if you're thinking of making shirts, don't do it. It's so much work. Unless if you go all in, that's fine, but don't. It's so much work. It's so bad. It's a greasy business.
It's not so greasy once you.
What would your mother say, huh?
That's hilarious. That's so funny. Why are we so good at these accents?
Somebody commented and said that. He's like, I love the accents. They literally said that on the last podcast.
We can do Italian. We can do Filipino. We can do all sorts
Manny Pacquiao, Russian.
We can go Indian. What do you want? Like, we got it.
We're getting into racist territories. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Indian?
Sorry.
I don't know. That's why they're getting rid of Apu on The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, but Filipinos okay. We're neutral, so no one's getting mad. Wow. No one's getting mad with those.
Yeah, you can't do that. Thanks. Midnight here in Brazil, guys. Good night. Oh.
Oh, that was adorable. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't know he's gonna leave.
Jamaican. We could do Jamaican too.
Oh man. That shirt's not gonna make any sense unless you're couch fam, which is fine. It's not like
That's who are.
Yeah, it's not like we're selling a bunch anyway.
Yeah, I think it makes it more special. Like,
oh yeah,
only a select few are in on the joke.
I feel like we'll make more sales than most of the design because it's such a good. Like, it means a lot to a small amount of people.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a greasy.
It's a little greasy for my taste. That was a bad one. That was bad. Okay, hold on, guys. It's getting a little greasy at this stage of the draft. What the heck?
Oh no, we don't want to do that. That's really racist, the Amar.
What? No.
I'm not.
Don't do that.
Just leave it at it's gonna be racist. Ebron or Andrews? Man, what you must be on the wrong podcast, man. I'm an Ebron hater. Get out of here. He's undraftable. Gotta go Mark Andrews.
What's really going on? Wait, what happened? I drafted him.
Refresh.
Oh no.
It says you took Debo. You got 30 seconds left. You got plenty of time.
Oh no. Okay.
You got plenty of time.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was about to like panic pick, but this is tough. I'm just gonna get a quarterback. I don't care anymore. Mitch Trubisky. This is a solid team.
We would do just parodies all day. That would have been definitely our business model, but I mean, it's just so limited. Like, we're not like that. We don't have that kind of range. And what are me and Mike gonna do all the time? Like, I don't know. It would be tough. I could play Eric. I could be a really bad Eric Weddle, and like, what? I mean, why though? What if it's not even
why?
good?
It's not fun. It's not.
Even if I could nail the Eric Weddle, like, it would have been like, all right, well, no clicks. Judge Ito. I think what he does
Judge
is just
Ito was our foray into, alternative comedy. Didn't work so well.
That's another T-shirt design that won't sell, but will be fun to make. Judge Ito, put it on the Falcons forum.
I gotta look if this is a thing. Judge Ito shirt. It has to be. Oh my. Oh, there's like two. There's one design. There's only one design of a Judge Ito shirt, so we can definitely corner the market on that.
Is it good? What'd you search?
Just Judge Ito shirt.
Judge Ito.
It's not that good. We could definitely improve on that design.
I just see a Judge.
That's him, Judge Ito.
No. We got an Ito Smith.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, there's not a lot of options for either.
He's not even that popular.
Of course not. It's a dumb.
Ito Smith has his own shirt. It's a gavel and it says the Judge. Search Ito Smith shirt.
Ito Smith shirt. Okay.
It's his own. It's his own clothing line. It says Ito on the gavel.
It looks corny. I don't like it.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not what we're going for anyway.
Yeah. Like, we can definitely improve on that.
Everyone can see it. By the way, I brought it up big time.
Oh, good.
It says Ito. The gavel is like the letters Ito.
I mean, it is a good design if you bought it on Fiverr. So, yeah.
You paid somebody to design that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, the kicker run. The great kicker run. I like these mocks because I can kind of try a different style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do a different strategy, throwaway like when we did the 0 RB 0 wide receiver. Yeah. We learned a little. It wasn't it's not an exact name, but we learned a little bit. Don't draft 3 wide receivers. That's something we definitely learned that day.
Right. Exactly.
That will never work, no matter what you do.
I just don't think I'm a type of person that drafts 2 wide receivers in the first 2 rounds. It's just not my style. I don't.
Not with all these good players falling.
Yeah, I just don't like how my team ends up becoming when I do that. I'd rather draft a running back in the first and then get a good receiver in the second. Come on.
Wow.
What else? What else haven't we covered? I feel like we covered a lot today.
We designed 2 T-shirts. We ate the Popeyes. I think we're good.
Wow. Okay. That's good enough for me. We designed 2 T-shirts.
Got a lot of productive day.
Very productive podcasts. Very productive podcasts. Probably picked up a couple sponsors. Who knows?
Unlikely.
Or not. But I'm excited. We're almost till the season. That's good.
I do have we should probably hire staff next year, I think. Because this guy, I talked to one of our sponsors that we're getting a big deal. We're finalized and everything should be good to go. And then he was like, one of the influencers they talked to have a premium subscription. And what they did was they're like, all right, if you sign up with this site, our sponsor, we'll waive our $80 subscription for the NFL season and give it to you for free. And to sign up for that, the sponsor is only $10. He said they got 5,000 signups. And I'm like, wow. And it's just we can have premium on our site, but I just don't have time to put the content there. But if somebody does it for me and takes, my content, my notes, and makes it into, something better, it should be worth it. It'll be enough to pay him and
I think we should definitely have, yeah, like just one more like intern or just someone that's like, good at a bunch of different things, that can kind of take some of the tasks off your plate, if you will.
yeah, and I think it makes sense if it's like in that case to where it pays for itself,
Mm-hmm.
and then it gets more, it grows, like we make more money, and it's enough to pay him, and yeah, even if
If
it's an
you're out there,
internship.
he might be listening, the guy, the potential person who fits that role. I think he might be listening. So we're gonna keep putting it out there in the universe until we get the next. Who's that guy that you got?
Well,
The
he's
guy, the
I
programmer.
haven't texted him back. He asked me a question yesterday.
Ooh,
He's a fan though. No, he watches all our videos and stuff. So I'm not gonna say his name.
yeah. But you know what I mean. Just like when you put out that kind of energy in the
Yeah,
universe.
if
Sometimes.
anybody wants to intern, and it could be a paid one eventually, a paid internship, just let us know. We're always looking for people. And if you have a Reddit account,
Ooh, extra.
definitely hit me up. We need to. And if you're active on the subreddit fantasy football, uh, let us know. Let's answer a couple questions and go over our two teams.
Let's do it.
Hawkinson or Darren Waller worth picking up? I'd be dropping Jack Doyle.
Mm.
That's a tough one. I have Hawkinson ranked way ahead of Doyle, so I would drop Doyle for Hawkinson. The upside is just too great to resist for a guy like Doyle, who's like he's just not good in fantasy because he has those big games when you don't have him, and he's hurt. When you'd rely on him. James Conner or Le'Veon Bell, better option. I'm gonna go
Well, we
with
know what you
Bell.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the upside of Bell as well. Definitely. And you have to draft them, earlier. So
Started a draft. Don't know if keeping Chubb was a good idea. Started Chubb, Kelsey, Jacobs. Thanks, though, guys. Doesn't sound bad.
good for you.
What do you think of my 10 team half PPR? Ryan, Chubb, Dalvin, Fournette, Montgomery, Julio, Diggs, Ridley, Moncrief, Madison. Pretty good team.
I like it. You have Madison, so I'm gonna trust your judgment.
That's a lot of running backs and wide receivers. I don't know how you didn't give us one tight end though.
He's like, doesn't matter. Like,
You
I already
didn't
know.
name a tight. Don't you guys have to start a tight end, Ninja? Oh,
No tight
McDonald.
ends,
There he
dude.
goes, McDonald. That's good team.
That's cool. I like that.
Team grades. Team grades. No
Are we
team
doing that
grades
already?
tonight.
No team grades.
They want him bad. We
I
should
want my
try to do it. We
sandwich.
should do
I
it.
want my fake chicken
They want it
sandwich.
bad. Todd Gurley with Henderson
Oh,
handcuff is fine. I know I avoid Gurley, but I think if you're able to get the thing with that is you're not able to get Henderson late. He's always getting drafted early. I got him in round 9 in this 10 team, and I feel like he's going earlier than that sometimes. All right, we could do team grades really quick. Let's just get it over with. Mike, you're gonna have to read it.
okay. Starting from the first team.
Yeah, go fast with the reading.
Okay, Saquon, AB, Mahomes, Mark Ingram, Woods, Calvin Ridley, Vance McDonald, Alshon, Kenyon Drake, Larry Fitz, Jared Goff, Austin Hooper, Rams D, Kareem Hunt, Greg Zerline, Marvin Jones.
Starting from the end, Ramsey was taken too early for a defense that's not that good.
Kareem Hunt, bad.
Well, at least you got him late. Jared Goff, Mahomes.
I don't think you need a backup if you have Mahomes.
Yeah, in a 10 teamer, no, you don't.
You don't. Sorry to
Um,
say.
I moved Vance McDonald down a little bit, so this team is okay, not good. Scarface gives it a C minus. I'm going to give it a C.
Same. That's a C.
It's okay.
Okay. Tight.
Team
I
2.
Okay, C-Mac, Gurley, Thielen, Edelman, Marlon Mack, Jared Cook, Baker, Jarvis Landry, Robbie Anderson, Kalen Ballage, Jameis, Jordan Howard, Sammy Watkins, Cortland Sutton, Justin Tucker, and Browns D.
Quarterbacks have the same bye week. Doesn't kill your team, but it's not ideal. You want to try to
Horrible.
avoid that. Well, not horrible. It's not good. You got Gurley. Now that could be horrible. Still
Yes.
like this team better than the last one though.
Yeah, I think it has a lot of upside, especially if Jarvis and Robbie pay off somewhat. It's definitely better than last team, so I'll give it a B minus.
I'm gonna give it a B. And look, team one, take note here. Browns D last pick, Justin Tucker second to last pick. It's probably better than reaching for the Rams D.
Nice.
Team three.
Kamara, James Conner, Kelsey, Carson, Lockett, Tyler Boyd, Josh Gordon, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, Matt Breida, Lamar Jackson, Michael Gallup, Kirk Cousins, Chase Edmonds, Ravens D, and Peyton Barber. I didn't like the end of that. Didn't end well after Lamar Jackson. But what do you think? It's not that bad actually.
Look at
I
all
like
these
it.
wide receivers.
I know they're like all the same too, the same level. I'll give it a B.
It's too weird for me. I'm gonna give it a B minus. And then you
Okay.
got Connor. I don't like him. Team four.
DJ, Mike Evans, Kerryon Johnson, Devontae Freeman, Brandon Cooks, Deshaun Watson, David Njoku, AJ Green, Tariq Cohen, Bears D, Jalen Samuels, Cam Newton, Eric Ebron, Cole Beasley, Butker, Corey Davis. I hate this team. I don't like it. As I was reading, I don't like it.
Yeah, Eric Ebron's a bust. Cam Newton's a bust.
C
Bears
minus.
D's a reach. Devontae Freeman's injury prone.
Eric Ebron sucks now.
He could still win a league with this team, though. I don't think it's that. What
Really?
grade? Yeah. What grade?
I'll say C. I don't like AJ Green. It's terrible.
That's round 8. That's not that bad. That's not bad.
That's true. But I think he's at the tail end of the career.
I'm gonna give it a C
Kinda
plus.
like
Well, one more injury and his career's over, and that's
Yeah,
definitely a likely scenario. So I had to.
Oh, that's happening.
I got into an argument on an Instagram DM yesterday about him, and I was like, "All right, dude, draft him, and if he gets hurt, just know his career could be over." And he's like, "Oh, I see your
Jeremy?
point." If he changes, Jeremy can't be changing his screen. He's not doing all that elaborate stuff.
Sounds like a Jeremy argument.
It's definitely a Jeremy pick. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Team
Team
5.
5.
Davion, Dalvin Cook, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, OJ Howard, Austin Eckler, Philip Lindsay, Carson Wentz, Sterling Shepard, Emmanuel Sanders, Alexander Mattison, Ronald Jones, Delaney Walker, James Washington, Chargers D, Jake Elliott. Okay. That's not bad. I mean, it's okay.
Decent.
I'm gonna
Good
say
team
B
here.
minus.
Good team. I like this team.
Or B actually. I'll give it a B.
Yeah, B as well.
Solid B. Okay.
Team 6.
6. Zeke, Tyreek, David Montgomery, Stefan Diggs, Aaron Rodgers, Hunter Henry, Duke Johnson, Allen Robinson, Darrell Henderson, Devin Singletary, Justin Jackson, DK Metcalf, Geronimo Allison, Jaguars D, Mike Davis, Devontae Parker. I like this team. Good.
A minus for me. I love
A
it.
minus. Solid A minus. Next team, Devontae
Team
Adams.
7. Team 7.
Team 7. Devontae Adams, Joe Mixon, George Kittle, Leonard Fournette, Kenny Golladay, Cooper Kupp, Tevin Coleman, Drew Brees, Kyler Murray, Royce Freeman, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Dante Pettis, LaShawn McCoy, Chris Herndon, Texans D, Laskowski. I actually like this team, except for after Pettis.
Pettis and McCoy, yeah.
Yeah, like in that range, it kind of got worse.
At least he got Pettis super late, so it's not a killer.
Yeah, so in that, I would say it's a B plus. I like it.
I'm giving it a B. Good team.
Nice.
Good team.
Good team.
Yeah.
Solid team, whoever you are.
Team 8.
The torn ACLs. Team 8. D-Hop, Odell, Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry, Evan Ingram, T.Y. Hilton, Matt Ryan, Guisi, Latavius Murray, Deshaun Jackson, Jameson Crowder, Kiki Kuti, Mark Andrews, Malcolm Brown, Josh Allen, Cowboys D. It's different. I like his receivers, but I'll give it a B minus.
I think you did pretty good. I
Yeah.
like Hilton in round 6. That's actually a
Oh
really
yeah,
good pick.
that's actually really good actually. So I'll bump mine up to a B for that since you got him
I'll
really
go
good.
B plus. It's really close. This is a competitive, really competitive mock draft. A lot of teams are close.
Yeah.
Um,
I like
yeah.
Evan Ingram. That's good.
Team
Okay,
9.
9. Juju, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Amari Cooper, James White, Miles Sanders, Mike Williams, Day Westbrook, Rashad Penny, Russell Wilson, TJ Hawkinson, Justice Hill, N'Keal Harry, Judge Ito, Gio Bernard, and Dallas Goedert. Huh.
Little
I
risky
like
with the tight
it.
ends, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. But I think this team has a lot of upside, I feel like. A lot of PPR, players on this team. I like it, generally speaking. So I'll give it a B.
B, same here.
Solid. Now,
Westbrook
6
was a
times
good
10.
pick, by the way, round
I
8.
like
A
that one.
lot of value and upside, even though some questionable, weird strategies. A lot of upside, a lot of good value. Team
Last but
10.
not least, me. Julio, Michael Thomas, Damian Williams, Zach Ertz, Melvin Gordon, Sony Michelle, Darwin Thompson, Tony Pollard, Will Fuller, Curtis Samuel, Damian Harris, AP, Debo, Mitch Trubisky, Vikings D. Will Lutz. Solid team. Not my best work, but still a competitive team. I will give myself a B.
Let me see. Pretty gross. Disgusting. Mitch Trubisky, though?
Hey,
That's
you
it?
said it.
I,
You said it.
hey, he's great, but more of a QB2 and a 10-teamer.
There'll be somebody on waivers. I'm not worried.
Sam Darnold?
Someone will
Andrew
emerge.
Luck?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, QB's they're all roughly the
Streaming. You're
same.
streaming.
I'm streaming. That's fine because it's the deepest quarterback class ever. So if there is a year to stream, it's this year.
Don't like this team. C
That's
minus.
fine.
What'd you give yourself?
A B.
A B.
A B. I have the best wide receivers.
Is that 7 RBs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I'm counting wide receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 RBs. That's what happens when you don't go RB, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a bunch of RBs. Like that one team 3 right here. Didn't go a wide receiver until round 4, and then went 5 wide receivers back to back.
That's what happens. You do like a weird correction, like overcorrection type drafting style. But I mean, I have talented players. Like if Will Fuller doesn't get hurt, I think Curtis Samuel will also break out. And then you have, Debo's potential, and then you got 2 of the best receivers in the game. I mean, I got receivers.
Goose says if you had a better quarterback, he'd give it an A plus.
Wow.
He likes the type of strategy right there.
You're a very intelligent fan. Thank you.
Switch out Pollard for Kyler, and I'd be happy.
Ooh. Yeah, so thank you guys. I see that some of you are actually know what you're talking about.
You guys are some nice gents. Thank you guys for doing team grades. Well, you're welcome. Make sure you guys do check out the Sleepers and Bust annual video spectacular, because last year I was writing this book right here, had to finish it, had to promote it. Thanks to you guys, it became a bestseller, and I was not able to come out with this annual video, so now I came out with it. It's already getting tons of views, tons of comments. You will not be disappointed. You can also listen to it, so I did make it, decent for a podcast listen, also decent for a video watch. Watch or listen to it. Make sure you guys do comment on that video. Little things like that really do help out a lot. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast. Just hit that orange couch icon. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike if you did not. Also subscribe to our main channel. Of course, most of you already are. That's that white couch icon over there. And we'll catch you on the next live stream /video/podcast.